I thought I'd do a quick video on this because you don't run into this too often. Is if you have a problem with your furnace or your fan runs all the time and it never shuts off, and you have everything off and you wind up having to shut the breaker off just to keep the fan off. Something I learned years ago. Over time, some people just forget about it because it just doesn't happen that often. But what I was having was the fan would just never shut off. And so what I was doing was trying to figure out, okay, is the thermostat telling the fan to come on? And I confirmed that that the thermostats are not telling the fan to come on. The zone control board was not telling it to come on. There's no limits telling the fan to come on, but the fan would just run. And what I found was, or what things you would check is you would check voltage from the G terminal, which is usually the green wire, to C terminal, which is your common. And so when I checked it from C or G to common, I was getting 0 volts. Okay, well that's kind of weird. Okay, so then I decided to check Y to common, which is usually the yellow wire, but I checked Y to C and I was getting 11 volts. 11 volts. So then I thought, okay, where's that 11 volts coming from? So then I come over here and I look at the circuit board. This is a zone control board. You may not have this, but basically these are the thermostats going into the zone control board, and then the zone control board decides what to do after that and what to turn on, and this basically is your thermostat. So if you were at your thermostat, what I noticed was when I'd go to Y to common here, I was getting the 11 volts. And I thought, oh, okay. What that usually means is you could be having a bleed voltage, like somewhere this thing is taking power, or somehow it's just creating a voltage signal to your circuit board at your furnace, which will cause it to not work properly. Basically, it's like the electronics of your furnace don't communicate or behave well with another type of electronics or another circuit board. And so what you do is, or what I did to solve the problem, is I installed this resistor. It's a 10K ohm resistor. I think I've seen people use 2K ohms or something like that, but the ones I use, oh, let me see, where's the little, I thought I had a little bag of it here somewhere. I don't know what happened to it. Oh yeah, here it is. Sorry. Can't get it out of my pocket. I use these. These are like little resistors, and there's like 2 wires. And I believe they're rated at 10K ohms. Usually like a half a watt. Something like that. So let's see here. Okay, yeah, so this is a 10 watt. And I believe maybe it's 1K ohm. I don't know. I forget. You know what? Let me just measure it real quick. Why not? Okay. Let's see what we got here. See if I can do this with one hand. I doubt it. Go here and here. You know, I'm just gonna have to set this down for a second and turn it real quick in case somebody really wants to know what that resistance is. This is okay, it looks like this is 250 ohms. Okay, that's not much at all. Okay, so 250 ohm resistor, 10 watt. I don't think you need to go 10 watts, but anyway, so this is what I use. And that solved the problem, because right now, if I didn't have that in, and with the whole system off, at the thermostats and at the controls, this fan would be running nonstop. Put the resistor in, solve the problem. So hopefully that helps somebody out.